Hello, my name is Austin Rowland, and today we'll be talking about Nepal. So just a little overview about what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be going over the political and infrastructure issues, their uncertainty avoidance score, and how that applies to the business setting, as well as their proxemics when doing business in Nepal. As you can see, Nepal is a landlocked country. They only became acclimated to the world in the 1950s. They were very isolated up until then. So obviously their political and infrastructure issues stem from that. Political issues. So Nepal has a multi-party parliamentary system put in place in 1990. This has caused a lot of political instability. They've had 25 leaders in the last 26 years, namely Pushpa Kamal Dahal was the last leader. And political instability has created an economy that has been slow to grow. So their economy only grew 1.5% in 2016, and it was assumed to grow only that much in 2017 as well. And that's probably what it's expected to grow in 2018. So this is an economy that hasn't seen a lot of growth, and it's due to them being the least developed country in the Himalayan region. They do house Mount Everest, so this is potential for a lot of Americans to invest in companies over there and possibly capitalize on those opportunities. In 2011, 2 million Nepalis were working abroad due to unavailability of employment. So just since they don't have the infrastructure to support jobs, Nepalis are having to move and go abroad for work. So this really doesn't allow their economy to grow. Infrastructure issues. So they lack the capital to grow the economy. So this means that they are going to rely on foreign investors whenever they do have the opportunity to grow. So there's a lot of business opportunities there for tourists. A lot of tourists there are guiding themselves or using very cheap guides, trails that are already made. And there's opportunity for Americans to go over there and expand on this. Lack of education in the world around them has caused Nepalis to be ignorant of how to capitalize on the business opportunities they have. It's a very slow, technologically advancing country, so the human capital really just isn't there to create business. But once they're educated, that human capital becomes better, and slowly the technological advancements will come as well. India was in the same position not too long ago, relatively speaking, so it's possible. Nepalese companies lack appropriate equipment to navigate difficult terrain. Like I said, Mount Everest is a big feature of Nepal, and obviously that's the highest mountain region in the world. So that can be pretty difficult to navigate, and whenever you have terrain that's difficult to navigate, you're going to have the capital to get the equipment. They don't have that, so it really detracts from people wanting to come over there and spend money. Uncertainty avoidance. So this is a pretty cool thing about Nepal. They have a low uncertainty avoidance score of 40. So they have flexible rules in the workplace. They're relaxed and more prone to take risks because of this. So it presents a large capacity for innovation and risk and new ideas, but at the same time that leaves a lot of room for failure. And when you don't have the capital to afford failure, it doesn't allow you to take these risks all the time, and then your economy doesn't grow subsequently. Proxemics. So Nepalis often shake their head from side to side as if you were saying no in the United States. So that's something that could be really confusing and something that you need to be aware of if you were ever doing business in Nepal. You'd like to keep your eye contact normal. Staring into their eyes the whole time can seem really aggressive. So make sure to be aware of your surroundings. Don't just stare at somebody. Formal greetings in Nepal are much different than just U.S. handshakes. As a U.S. person doing business in Nepal, I would simply give them a handshake, but Nepalis to each other put their hands together in prayer-like formation and bow as a symbol of respect. Say namaste, which just means hello in Nepal. Do not touch the person of the opposite sex while doing business in Nepal, or if you're traveling, whatever the case may be. It is not appropriate. Women are seen as superior to men in Nepal. So make sure to stay away from them. Keep your hands off of them. Often in Nepal, people of the same sex will be very close when talking to one another, usually touching each other's forearm while talking. So don't be freaked out by this, but make sure you don't do it to someone of the opposite sex, especially men to women. Men must always present calm emotions, while women are free to express their emotions as needed. So as I said, women are seen as superior to men. Men must keep a stoic expression, stay calm at all times. Conclusion. Nepal is riddled with political instability and infrastructure issues, so it's hard for their economy to grow. But like I said, with foreign investors coming, possibly from India, America, anywhere in Europe, this could start to take off and take advantage of the tourist opportunities they have there. So they are open to innovation, flexible to do business with. They just lack the capital necessary to make these improvements. So just like I just said, when doing business in Nepal, make sure to be mindful of their customs. They are a proud people, and they've just been recently exposed to the Western world since the 1950s. So they really don't have a good idea of how we operate here, and we honestly don't have a good idea of how they operate there. So it really takes interaction to form those relationships. So hopefully in the next 10 to 20 years, this is a country that's on the rise and can see the type of advancements that India has made. Always keep a calm and relaxed nature, and the same will be reciprocated to you. There's business opportunity in Nepal, but right now it's limited. With more capital, they'll be able to grow their economy at an exponential rate and take advantage of the natural entertainment they have available to them there. With that, thank you. Have a great day.